Idris Elba going meow and like avenging away all the cats might have been my favorite part, only to be beaten out by Sir Ian McKellen going meow 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 meow.
We're gonna drink and watch Cats.
Why are all these cats trying to f me? That is the vibe I got from this movie. It's Cats Day, y'all. Hey friends, what is up? It's me, Kat. That's ironic. And welcome back to my channel. Today, I am finally seeing Cats, the movie, the musical, the nightmare. Joking aside, I'm really excited to see Cats, the movie. As someone who has, grown up watching the musical, and I'm pretty familiar with it. If you don't know, I'm a big old musical theater geek if this is your first time here. In fact, if you love musical theater and you want to join an online musical theater cult, hit subscribe. I realized Cats, the movie, is best experienced with loved ones. So I asked my friend Paul,
I'm vegan and gluten-free,
who actually reviewed the Cats trailer with me.
Do they have people teeth?
When it first came out, if he wanted to come see Cats with me. And he said yes, on the condition that he was blackout drunk. Looks like I'm babysitting a drunk cat tonight. That's too good to not vlog, so I'm gonna vlog it. If you're pumped for this vlog/review, give this video a big thumbs up. Also, question of the day, what are your thoughts on Cats in general, this adaptation? Any and all thoughts are welcome in the comments down below. But without any further ado, let's go see Cats. Paul Brooks, thank you for joining us.
I need to put on my cat's makeup. Will you help me?
Yeah, of course I will.
Okay, cool.
You all remember my co-worker Paul. He edits the, oh, Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hi.
He edits the performing arts show that I host, and Paul hates musicals, but he loves cats, the animal, so I've coerced him to see Cats with me today, if only he was inebriated.
I am.
I had one when I was years 8 years old.
I am sober, I will be driving, I will be babysitting.
Do you want a pickle candy cane?
No, Paul, we have to get ready for Cats. We're running late. Come on.
Alright, I'll bring one for the road.
Don't do that. Paul, come back. Oh, no. Oh, Paul, no, you're gonna, no, Paul, that's dangerous.
I'll shoot my eye out. That's good.
No, do not jump in the pool, Paul. No, Larry, don't encourage him.
It is 50% excitement for me, and it is 50% pure terror right now.
So Paul, the only thing you know of Cats is what I showed you in the trailer at work last summer now, I guess.
Has it been that long? I drank from Santa's butt.
He had a beer called Santa's Butt, and also some wine that I brought.
Girly one.
It's White Zinfandel. Paul's gonna try to do a podcast from the passenger side of my car, drunk, right now on our way to go see Cats, the feature film.
I have a podcast that I'm part of called B-Movie Mania, and if you want to hear the crossover episode, all you got to do is go to www.bmoviemania.com. Happy holidays, happy, what is it called? New Year.
Oh no!
All that. There's a bar at the movie theater. I'm gonna go have a drink there, and I'm hoping that there's a Cats themed drink because they do that sometimes.
That would be exceptional. What do you think would be in a Cat's signature cocktail?
There's a bunch of cat.
I had my GPS on and Paul was like, no, I got it, shut it off. So do you want me to take this exit?
No, keep going.
Okay.
I think I accidentally gave you directions to my ex-girlfriend's place. Sorry about that. Folks.
I am $3.
Is that the name of one of the cats in the movie?
Yeah, $3. Paul, please be careful.
Why does everybody have like Star Wars shirts on?
Paul, because Rise of Skywalker.
Huh?
You only know cats.
Cats. I'm here to see cats. Like, get a shot of MacGuffins.
This is MacGuffins.
Yeah. Enjoy here or in the theater with your show. Oh, I think I will.
Please send help. Please send help.
I'm 41 and I made caramelized onions for the first time last night. We're gonna drink and watch Cats. Do they have people teeth? Do they have people teeth?
You're a Jellicle cat now. Dame Judi Dench said so. So let's talk about Cats. Apologies if I sound like a preteen boy going through puberty. I am sick again. And I'm losing my voice and my voice is cracking, so hello puberty. So it's been a couple of days. I've had some time to digest and reflect on the experience that was Cats, the movie. I'm not going to like intentionally spoil it, but we're gonna discuss the movie, so there might be spoilers. So let's talk about what the movie got right. In my opinion, I think it was a good idea to give the film more of a structure. Now, if you've never seen Cats on stage, there's very little to no plot in it. I think story-wise, especially when you're trying to introduce a movie to like the general public or people who might not be as familiar with Cats, I think it was a smart choice to have us see the world and learn about the world through Victoria the White Cat's eyes. I thought it was an interesting choice to create a real villain out of Macavity. I will say this is the first time that I've ever seen Cats and I've been able to like identify every cat. Like when I watch the musical on stage, I'm always like, which one is Mungo Jerry? I think that's a great feat unto itself because it's difficult to care about a character if you don't know who they are. Additionally, I kind of liked the new orchestrations. They were a little more pop and hip-hoppy and modern than I remember, which I think was a smart choice, again, if you're trying to make this musical accessible to the general public. That choreography was beautiful. It was thrilling, it was athletic. I think that's probably my favorite thing about seeing Cats in general, like on stage, is just to see that pure athleticism and the gymnastics. It's thrilling, and I think the movie did a pretty good job of capturing that. But ultimately, and unfortunately, I think there are two things that really turned this movie into the worldwide meme it has now become. I think part one is the CGI. It was absolute nightmare fuel. I thought that maybe I would get used to it, and I did not. Just as my brain was suddenly going to be like, okay, this is what the world looks like, something terrifying would happen, and I'd be like, oh, that's my sleep paralysis demon. And I feel like that's such a shame because the CG should really just be used to help enhance the storytelling, and instead I feel like it took away from it. It was just so bizarre that it pulled you out of the story. Now, part two of why I feel like this movie felt weird is a little more abstract. Basically, I feel like no one was on the same page. I feel like there was a lack of communication going on. And by that, I mean, if you dissect a bunch of different pieces from Cats individually, they're not bad. In fact, they're good. Take, for instance, the choreography, Jennifer Hudson's performance of Memory, a film with Ian McKellen and Dame Judi Dench and Idris Elba, a classic beloved musical finally coming to the big screen. All those elements separately are like, mwah, yes please. And then combined, I feel like no one knew what anyone else was doing on this film. It almost seemed like the actors didn't know the tone of the film. They didn't know if this was supposed to be taken seriously or not. And I think that's the ultimate disservice. I know that the idea of Cats is that it's supposed to be very serious, but I think if you take the whole concept of like, what do these magical cats do in their day-to-day lives? That is such a whimsical, fun, interesting, avant-garde idea for a musical. I think that's fun, and I think a lot of actors were portraying it that way. And then some of the actors were like, no, this is very serious. So it was just weird tonally. I got a lot of heat one time for saying that I feel uncomfortable with how like sexual Cats is supposed to be, and people were commenting like, that's the point of Cats, they're supposed to be dangerous and sexy. And to that I say, no thank you. Just no thanks. Like, why are all these cats trying to f me? That is the vibe I got from this movie. Which I guess if you're into that, like, go see Cats. So yeah, I feel like that's the problem, is that the film took itself very, very seriously, and maybe it shouldn't have. But only half the cast, I think, understood the tone. I have no clue. It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. That's how I sum this up. Overall, I just have no idea who this movie was for. I don't know if it was a lack of communication or if they just couldn't commit to what direction they wanted to go in, and they wanted to try to appeal to everyone, but in the process ended up upsetting everyone. I feel like this wasn't an accurate representation of the musical. So it was almost trying to just appeal to the general public and not the musical theater fans, and yet they definitely didn't appeal to the general public. So I just literally have no clue why and how this movie happened. I want to hear your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you somewhere in between? Any and all thoughts, please.
Like I've mentioned before on my channel, any kind of experience that
that introduces musical theater to someone who might not have known about it or fallen in love with it, or at least makes it accessible to the masses, big ol' win in my book. So even if Cats wasn't for you, it might have been for someone else out there. So for that, I am very grateful. It was crazy, but a time. And I think kind of a fun one. If you're new here, hit subscribe to join the musical theater internet cult. We'd love to have you. If you liked the kind of vloggy vibe of this video, I have a whole vlog channel, so be sure to check that out if you want to hang out with me in my daily life and other theatery adventures. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out and I'd really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a great day. I love you so, so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!